It's bon voyage for the VMI basketball team as the Keydets this week will be departing for a three-game, three-nation tour of Europe. And with such young faces on this year's squad, head coach Earl is expecting this trip to play a huge part in team development.
I think it benefits us from a variety of different ways. Certainly basketball-wise, having the extra practices at home. We have such a young group, as you mentioned, Wade. You had 10 practices at home, so we're able to put in some of our offensive concepts, defensive concepts. They get used to coaching and playing in college practices. Then we'll play some games. It looks like 3 games overseas, which will be great against good competition. We'll get to go against a different opponent. So basketball-wise, it's great. Team bonding, it's phenomenal. You know, guys get to spend some time with each other and really bond.
Over the course of the 8-day journey across the Atlantic, VMI basketball will visit European cities Brussels, Amsterdam, Paris, and Cologne, and will play 2 exhibition games in Belgium and 1 in Germany, while experiencing cultural and historical sites along the way.
Cultural experience is just absolutely phenomenal. The guys will see and do things that a lot of people never have a chance to do in their entire lives. We're going to Paris, we're going to Amsterdam, Cologne, a lot of phenomenal cities, and then all over Belgium. So it'll be an exceptional experience for our guys from that standpoint.
It's very exciting because I've never been out the country before, and it's nice to end off my senior year going overseas. And we have a lot of practice time, so I've been getting a lot better. So I'm just taking it all in right now. I've never been to the Eiffel Tower, but that was pretty cool for us to go see that.
With the chance to conduct summer team practices in preparation for the European trip, the added time has allowed for more teaching and instruction than would be found in a regular season practice.
At times during the year, you're running off to either study hall or a meal or what have you, as you said, and you're trying to put things in earlier on in the year. So it really allows you to get ahead of the game and not be so pressed for time. You can get extra shots up, spend more times with the guys, especially this past week. We've been out of summer school as well, so we've had even more time during the day. When we had summer school, there were still some time constraints there, but it's really been good for, again, to get some offensive concepts in, some defensive concepts in, to be able to play against other college players, and then to get used to us as coaches, our voice, our terminology, our language, how we coach, what's important to us. So it's really been beneficial.
With 7 new freshmen joining 4 sophomores, VMI basketball will have one of its youngest squads in years. So the early practices have given the newcomers valuable experience.
A lot of the guys have stepped up. We have a lot of guys that can do good things. Jordan Ratliff is an athletic, strong player, can score the ball. Bubba Parham, 2 guards, can really shoot the ball. I don't want to leave guys out, but those are some of the guys that have done really well. Miles Lewis is an athletic wing, has done some really good things, can get out on the break and can finish in traffic.
VMI knows very little about the club teams they are facing, which makes game preparation and scouting reports much different than the regular season.
The scouting report is not high on our list of things to do, so we'll watch them in pregame warm-ups and go, hey, we think this guy can shoot, one of those deals. But we're not getting in depth and looking into scouting. We'll just go out and play and see how we do. It's funny you say that, though. We haven't put in zone offense or baseline out of bounds plays. Literally, that's going to be like figure out how to get the ball in bounds. And if they run zone, we'll work on it in practice over there the day before. Just so much to put in before you're actually doing a real game. So we'll go with it and understand certain things. If teams do certain things, we'll just kind of do it on the fly.
After a few days of sightseeing and taking in Europe, the Keydets will get down to business with their first exhibition game scheduled for Sunday in Brussels against Team Fellows Erkeren. For Route 2, I'm Wade Branner.